Hello, hi, welcome back. Now I'm still modifying the road. I've just selected the end of the road, so I'm going to go to the top of here. As I said, I don't know, think about it, how I'm going to do it. So what I need to do is kind of leave snapping turned on. So I need to snap it, not quite that far up, because I want to put it back a little bit, right to the actual edge. Because now I want to kind of curve the tarmac around the corner. I'm thinking, of course, it'd be easier just basically use a flat surface, and then I kind of just use a bit of pressure to kind of go around the corner. But as I said, I don't want to do that. So, as I said, I like to struggle a little bit. Not really, but I need to add a little bit of geometry in here. So I need to go, I want to try and snap it. So I want to go 2, 3, 4, 3. Let's try 3. Now what I need to do is kind of turn it a bit like this. I need to make sure they kind of stay straight, and then I need to snap it. 1, 2, 3. Again, need to turn it. As I'm using the little squares on the floor for like a reference, that's kind of what I'm doing. So brilliant. As I said, I've got to add 1, 2, 3. As I said, I want to try and keep everything kind of even. 1, 2, that's board of 3. So as I said, I'm not worried about if it's lined up because I can line it up after. So as I said, I can't do it like that. So I need to undo that. Tweak the bend as I'm going around. So I'm snapping back on. As I said, I'm going to snap it around the corner. 1, 2, that's about 3. There, roughly. As I said, I'm going to move it all in wireframe, so I ain't got to worry about it. So, of course, I want to kind of get it a little bit kind of level. So, just so I don't forget too much moving around when it comes to that. 1, 2, that's about 3 there. Leave that. 1, 2, 3. As I said, I've got to make sure it snaps to this part here. So 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. That's wrong. Let me undo that. That doesn't look right. 1, 2. That looks about 2 really, doesn't it? 1, 2. I want to do 2s. 1, 2, 1. No, go back. 1, 2, 1, 2. I'm going to do the same kind of again. Really. Okay, I'm just kind of thinking how to get around the bend. So I'm thinking this one I need to kind of twist it. So I said like this, and then I need to bring it round that corner. So as I said, I've got to watch what I'm doing, and I've got to make sure that I kind of bend it. As I said, once I get into wireframe, I'll be able to basically modify it a little bit better. For now, I'm just going to kind of work with it, kind of. So let me just kind of extrude that piece. 1, 2. I said, yeah, I'm kind of getting there now. 1. And I'm going to leave that as 1, 1, 2. So I'll leave it as 1 because I don't want to snap it to that. But if I don't want it, I can delete it after. As I said, that's not really a kind of a great bend around the corner, but it will do for Red Band Alley. So now what I need to do is go back into wireframe, take a look at my scenario. I'm thinking, that's That's a great work of art, that. So I'm thinking, yep. So I think you need to zoom in a little bit, kind of look at how I'm doing it. As I said, I've got to make sure that I'm in both of these modes, because this will select the back. Go over here. This will make sure that I select the back of the model and the front of the model. So when it comes to moving it, it should become a whole lot more easier, like that, if it turns snapping off. So that's going to go kind of there. As then I need to bring the red band alley closer to the actual room. So I'm going to kind of stick it underneath the red band alley slightly. But as I said, as long as I've got kind of the shape, I'll be kind of happy with that. So I'm going to turn that thing off so I can't see it. I'm going to rotate. As I said, this is the kind of good thing about the actual wireframe, because you can kind of go back into it, select the back and the front at the same time, which is great. And then you can just kind of move it, twist it, bend it, shape it to how you kind of want it. As I said, you just got to mess around with it until you kind of get the corner. As I said, certain parts of the game world is going to take a little bit longer than others to make, because, as I said, I'm trying to do all the content from scratch. As I said, once I'm going to get it by the curve, I'll be able to kind of measure it properly, but I'm just trying to eyeball it. That's what I'm trying to do. I think, well, now if you're going to sit in there and you do modelling yourself, you might think, well, I wouldn't actually model it like that. Really, probably not, because the easy way to model this, honestly, would be to collect all the edges and just extrude it up or extrude it out from this edge and then build the road. That would be another alternative, but I don't want to do that. So I'm thinking, no, I'm building mine this way, because it's going to save me less work, hopefully, and it's going to look a whole lot better. Need to make sure I don't click that one that's in there. See that one that's in there? This one. I can't get it anyway, so that's great. So as I said, it's just something to learn. So if you want to watch how I do it, and then you can actually, when you actually play the game, if you end up playing the game, then of course you can actually know how long it kind of took me to actually kind of make the content. In all honesty, sometimes people would like to know how long it actually takes to kind of, let's say, make a game from absolute nothing. I think, and I've never actually seen anybody really, truly make a game from absolute nothing. And I have looked for the content on the internet, I really have, but I haven't seen anybody who's actually done it. I've seen people show like bits of something, say like, obviously that they're doing this, that, but they don't actually end up completing the actual. They don't actually complete the job. They just don't. So again, obviously, I'm not planning on doing that. I'm planning on obviously completing the job from start to finish. I've lost where I am, so go back here. As I said, my curve, my little rat can run right around the corner, which is kind of great. Now, of course, you wouldn't have all that geometry in there. You'd delete all that, because you're not going to see none of it. But that might be for later. But for now, I'm leaving my geometry there, because I'm not quite like this face here. Look at these faces. There's too much going on with this face, so I will be simplifying the geometry. Like the drain system, you don't actually physically need the drain system or that, but you do if you're going to put a camera in there. And yeah, unfortunately for me, in my game world, there is like a little robot thing that kind of goes around the level, and yeah, sometimes something gets stuck in the drain and you have to go and unblock it. So, and the idea of that, what the idea of that is, it's just so when you kind of play, game world, you get to see what's actually in the sewer. Yeah, it's just to kind of give you a kind of sneaky peek of what to expect when you go down there. That's what it's for. It's not really to clean the drain. It's not really for that. That's a bit of a sneaky way to do it. I think, well, it's kind of a different way to do it. So I'm thinking, okay, I'm going to kind of do that. As I said, once I get to the end of here. Now, of course, as I said, my drain system, it's a proper drain system. Well, not a proper drain system, but you get the idea. You can actually physically run all the way down there if you're a mouse. Right down that little dark bit. Now, of course, all of this, I can delete all of this in here. I can delete that inside there. I can delete all of this. I don't need none of that now. But for now, and I can delete the back. I can't delete the front because I need that. I need the front and the top. I don't need nothing else. I need the line on top because that's the line for Red Band Alley. So I can't change that. So that's my fantastic curb. I think it's perfect. Want to put a tree on top of that, it's going to look absolutely great. So I think all we're going to do is bring the thing a little tiny bit closer to the actual world. I think is that going to be easy? Yeah, I think. Hopefully it's going to be easy because I don't want to make a big, massive, long video. So I think first of all, go here. Now, what I want to do is kind of push it. Snapping's turned on, isn't it? So go back to the top view, zoom back in. As I said, I've got to make sure when I move this now, it's going to move the other side. So I want it to touch Red Band Alley. Of course, it's going to snap to it, so I don't have to worry about that. But I still want it to kind of go more or less. Let me look inside that. I know you might think, well, that's kind of a really kind of strange way to kind of model. But I think it is, but it's my way how to model. So I think I'm just looking at this side. I think can it go in a bit? Yeah, it's got to go in a bit anyway because it's too far out. As I said, as the world, as I said, I'm trying to keep it small because when you kind of build in the world, it's kind of, as I said, going back into wireframe. As I said, I need to kind of I need to get to that edge. But I can get to it if I want to. I don't want to put it inside Red Band Alley. I want it there. So that's kind of perfect, near enough. So I think I'm going to click on that because I'm kind of happy with that. Don't forget, I'm going to have a bit of rubbish around the floor and around the gaps, a bit of grass growing out of it. So it's not going to be absolutely perfectly flush. It's really not, but it doesn't have to be perfectly flush. We do. Back into here, click here. Turn the camera around a minute. As I said, I'm honestly not trying to make big long videos. I'm really not, and I'm trying to alter, change, twist it, and bend it the best way I can. So I need to make this road because later on it goes to Ghost Bridge, and I'm in the process of making the character for Ghost Bridge. So I've already made her. So I've made one version of her, but I need two versions because in the kids version, yeah, she's different. So put that about there. How is that away from the building? Now that actually should be touching the building. It shouldn't be away from the building. So let me go back down here and check it. Okay, so I need to just push it in a little bit. Okay, so yeah, okay. So it's, even though I'm not too close to it, but as I said, I've got no like overhangs on the level. So now I've come back over this side because I can't forget the edge of here because otherwise it's going to be different. to tilt it. You see how the edge now here is different again. See the edge look. I said when you're far away, it looks perfectly fine, but when you're kind of pretty close to it, I don't want that. I want the edge of it. I said make sure you get the edge. Go back to the top, back in. You see how it's one square away? That's kind of roughly how far it's supposed to be. So it could work out actually kind of great by moving that. That will do. I can live with that. As I said, red bandana is more or less done. So all I'm going to do is extend the road down and curl it around the corner, which is probably easier said than done. But not really, because as I said, we can always move these parts now. So back to top view, because now I can tweak the corner slightly. As I said, I wanted to kind of follow the kind of curve. Of course, I can pull this part out a bit if I want to, but I think which one is going to be easier. So I think what I could actually do here, I could kind of cheat a little bit if I wanted to. I could just wrap a line around it and kind of stretch the bottom back out. So it's got like a little lip on it. No, I'm not doing that. I don't want to do that. So as I said, I want to do it properly if I want to do it. I said, oh, well, go back into points. As I said, I need to make sure that I'm kind of on the part I need, like here. Take all of this. As I said, I will try and do the parts that I can do faster and faster as I'm going. But if you're kind of sitting there, kind of trying to work out what I'm doing or trying to copy what I'm doing, I can't do that because snapping's turned on. So turn that off, bring this forward so it just touches the curve. I think, yep. As I said, because it's a pavement, you don't have to be perfect because maybe it's got a bit of wear and tear on it. So I think, well, that's what I want to tell you. Maybe, as I said, if you're really modelling this, you'd probably most likely click around the edge and pull it out. That's what you would do. But I don't want to do that. I want to build the road separate. Then I just want to snap it to the actual edge. So as long as it gets almost near the edge, I'll be happy enough with that. As I said, by the time I add in all the trees and the grass and everything else, it's going to look totally different. And I'm not planning on hiding anything under the grass and things like that. Not really, I'm not. But I'm thinking the grass is there anyway, because I'm thinking if the grass is there, and I've got like a little bit of a fault, and I think it's going to take too long to fix it, then I can just hide it, basically. That's what I can do. As I said, as long as you don't end up falling through the graphics, that's really all that matters in the game mode. Because you don't want to walk down a road and find out you're falling through the crack. Because you wouldn't know where you're going to end up. As I said, just follow the building round, go down to the far end of the building, all the way to the bottom. As you see, the gap is absolutely massive. Touch the building, come back out. As I said, I don't want a massive gap like that. I don't mind a little crack in it, but with its lights and shadows and things going on, but I think I don't want a massive gap in it. As I said, that's my pavement, so I'm thinking that might actually look pretty great when I actually do it. So we click the road. As I said, I am trying to make it the best. As I said, I'll do try to make it the best I can. So obviously, all the road system is a bit different. So, and obviously the other road is going to be yeah, anyway, I'll explain the road doesn't go along. So what I need to do is stretch this from here to here. So as I said, I want to kind of give you the full lowdown on it so you can kind of get the idea what I'm doing with it. Now, because this part is kind of curvy, it's going to be a little bit tricky for me when I actually do the middle of that. So I'm going to do the middle first and then I'm going to do that part after. Now, I know this is not going to be joined to here, so if you're watching the video, don't say, oh, you forgot to join it. I didn't. I need to put the lines in first because I need to join all of them to these lines. Otherwise, the line's going to be almost basically, I'm not going to say impossible to do it, but it's going to be harder to do it. I'll also do faces. I'll just do the faces on this, so I can just so I can kind of get it to the end faster. So look at Red Band Alley, it's got to go to that line there. So go here, extrude this right to the very end of that line right there. Just zoom in, make sure it's kind of actually on the line. Yeah, that will do. I'm kind of happy enough with that. A line here, a line here. I might actually chop that line and chop that line because we don't want too many lines there. Maybe we do, I don't really know. So, you know what I forgot to do? It doesn't matter because I can still do it. I thought I messed up then myself, I really did. So what I need to do is go back to top view, zoom back in, look at this part, go to the line tool, get a line on here. Yep, that's great. Move this down, zoom back in, move the line down. Actually, if I put that line there, yeah, I'm going to put that line there. I know it's a bit too far down. Really should be about there. About how many squares on that? I'm going to have to bring it down. I can't have it that wide. About there, something like that. Because that's going to be like the end of the road. So I've got to put my little squares in there, my little white lines, basically. So I needed two squares because I need to do this side the same. So what I'm going to do, back to top mode again. Now I'm going to add an extra line in here because I want to, and I'm going to move this down. This is going to be my playground. So I can't exceed 2 squares. So that's it. So I'm going to give myself a 2 square gap just to kind of mess around with. As you can see, I said it might be a kind of weird way to kind of build a road, but I think it's going to be my way to build a road and my entire world going to fit on it. So I think, and I have to kind of get it the best I can to scale it to the end of here. And I need to bring this back a little bit. And I think the alley, I think it ends right there. So I might have to extend that a little bit to there. Because I actually cut the pavement a bit short, I think. Maybe. I could always add, no, I can't add it. So, yeah, this slab is a little bit small, so I have to stretch this slab a little bit to the end of here. So it's a perfect square. Otherwise, it's going to make these ones look wrong. Yeah. So anyway, I will work that out in a moment. So forget that. Put that there. Save that. Look up with the bandana. Now, of course, again, I need to go back top view, go back here, throw a line directly down the center. I can't remember how far them are apart. 2 squares. Okay then. So we're two squares away from the centre. That's it. I'm going to zoom in. That's not the centre. That ain't the centre, is it? One, two, three, and three. I know it's got an extra bit, but forget that because that's for the line. So we need 3 by 3. Otherwise, we're going to put the line in the wrong place. So go here. As I said, when the car comes down, I don't want the car to kind of get stuck on the end of the corner because you can't actually physically turn the corner. Because that won't look good for the game. Well, it'd be good if you're trying to get away because the car won't be able to chase you. So put that one there. Go back into object mode. Go back into line mode. Zoom in a little bit. Right click and dissolve the entire space. So that could actually more or less be my road now. Of course, I've got to subdivide the road. I've got to split it because I need to kind of keep the squares kind of very similar. Not exactly because it doesn't really matter, but I want it to kind of look like that here. But it all depends on where this road's going because I can't subdivide it yet. I'm thinking if this is the road and it's gone down that way, and this is the road and it's going that way, there's going to have to be a pavement here, maybe a brick wall, something. There's got to be something along that wall because otherwise. So I might have a brick wall along here, so it's right next to the road. And maybe no pavement, so you have to go on that side of the road. You can't go on this side of the road. If not, if I had a pavement here, then of course, because it's going down the road again, I'm gonna have to put the curb back in. What's going on with that? Oh yeah, I forgot. I didn't build that part yet. So anyway, so yeah, so what I'm going to do now is fill this part in. This is what I'm going to do. So before I can fill that in, I need to delete that piece right inside there, the face. But I can't delete the face yet because I need to kind of work this part out. So I think, yeah, again, I'm going to be stuck on a bit of a puzzle. As I said, the road's basically almost complete. So what I'm going to do on this part of Red Band Alley, and then the base, the whole entire base for Red Band Alley is almost made. I need to put some slabs around here, maybe not some slabs, maybe I'll put a fence there, the same geometry, and then maybe put a fence on this side, and then maybe put some grass in here, maybe a big tree inside the back of it, maybe, yeah, I might actually put a big tree in there, that's what I might do. I know I'm going to save geometry on the slabs, but yeah, the tree's going to add quite a bit of geometry to the level, it really will. But as I said, all the trees and bushes, I want to add them last because, yeah, it's going to kind of really strain the memory. It really is, and especially the way I'm designed them. So I think well, maybe, no, maybe I don't know because it's an alleyway. I'm thinking it's going to be a brick wall basically. I think, and a brick wall down here to the train station. So you have to go around the wall basically. Because I'm thinking I was going to put a fence there originally. That's what I was going to put behind there, and then I'll be tree in that corner, in that 4 squares there, with some fence like that. But I'm thinking I can't use too much wire fence because it's kind of a lot in the memory. It really is. But as I said, but because I want the game to look properly decent, I want to try to get everything absolutely perfect. So as I said, like the curbs, when you look at the game like this, because now you're looking at the game from scratch. Think, well, there's no damaged floor, there's no damage, nothing's damaged at the moment. I will damage it, I really will. So I've got a really fantastic way to make it look old and tatty. But I can't add it until after I've done it, so I have to wait. So anyway, so before I kind of finish this part of the video, what I want to do is kind of, in one of the videos I told you about making snow, just in case you were wondering how to make snow. Let's say this one here. Now I am going to fix this part of the road here. I'm going to fix that. So I'm going to fix this kind of crack down here. I want to fix that off the video because it's going to be a little bit time consuming, maybe about 20 minutes. So I said I don't make the video too long for you, but you get the idea with the road part. Over here now is going to be a curb. I need to add this curb, but luckily it's a straight curb, so like this one. It's going to be nice and easy to put this side, and then I can add the subway number 2 with the stairs. The stairs look pretty great, they really do. But well, I think they look great. So anyway, at the moment, so I will show you this. I will show you basically the stairway. You've already seen the subway. And anyway, let me just show you this. So if we go here, just quickly. So I'm going to save this part. So we need to export the road, put the paint on it, put the lines on it, and then basically it'll look even better. It won't look like that, it'll look like a proper road. So anyway, what I want to do is go over here. If you look down here, you'll see real snow. If you don't have real snow here, go here, go into preferences, go in here, go to add-ons, look down here, just type snow in there, tick the box and then save it, and you'll have snow. Click the face you want and then go over here for real snow, and then just go add. It will add snow just to the road because that's the face I clicked. Now it might crash, I don't know, so that's why I saved it, because that's a pretty big surface. Now it won't crash because the surface is big, but it might crash because my fence takes up a lot of memory. So I'm going to try it. I'm kind of limited on memory, I really am. So I'm going to watch what I'm putting again. It's just kind of calculating what it's doing. And of course, because it's doing a screen recorder, I think, does that look like proper snow? No, that don't look like real snow. Don't look bad. That part looks better than that part. So I'm thinking, okay, so what I'm going to do afterwards, I'm going to make myself a nice big massive L shape like that. And I'm going to add the snow like that, because it looks kind of half decent. I think, yep. Now obviously when all the snow is in my level, it looks like it's a completely different game. And not only that, it hides all the edges. See the edges there, look? You can't now see that there's missing there because the snow is there. But I might only have certain parts, like snow in certain parts, so I can hide it with the snow. So anyway, that's how you add snow if you want snow. But it looks even better when you do the building. I'll say it looks kind of great. So if I click on the building, go here, watch, add snow. Oh, it's going to add it. Oh no, I thought it might add it to the girl. Well, I apologise for the flash on the screen there, because it got a bit stressed with itself there, I think. Now it might come out a bit different because the fence is in it, the fence is there, but normally it covers everything perfect. The only thing it messes up is that actual platform, and because the reason why it messes the platform up, because it's cut into two, see like that. Now of course I don't want it doesn't come like that, it comes perfect. But because he doesn't actually know what I'm doing, I'll say normally it covers everything perfect, it really does. But as I said, that's how you add snow anyway, so I'll show you later on, I'll show you my snow, because I've already made it. So I haven't made it for the road yet, but I've made it for the land, so yeah. Anyway, as you say, thumbs up, thumbs down, subscribe, don't subscribe. Come back to the next part if you want to continue watching the Red Band Alley. This is me actually making Red Band Alley. So if you want to continue watching it, continue watching it. It might take a while, but yeah. So anyway, I very much appreciate it. See you soon. Bye.